welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm here to bring to you tonight's EFC 24/7 news report. And big news is that Leighton Baines is back. Baines is back at the club, not to play though. He's a coach. We'll go through his role in detail because David Unsworth and Leighton Baines, with over 700 Premier League appearances between them, have changed their roles at the club. So the news is that Unsworth is the club's new director of academy, as well as his responsibilities, of course, as manager of the under-23s. So all the good work he's already doing is going to be expanded. So he's going to be a hard-working fella, obviously, next season. And Leighton Baines has come back. I know we had news from Denise Barrett-Baxendale a couple of weeks ago, who hinted at a new exciting role for Bainesy, and he's back at the club as the club's first ever professional development coach. So he's going to be working with young first team players as well as the under-23s and under-18s on basically coaching them into a future in the first team and how to deal with that. He will support and assist on all matters relating to a young footballer's professional development on and off the field, whilst instilling a clear understanding of what it means to be part of the fabric of Everton. So he's here to keep the Everton identity going for young players who are coming from the ranks of youth, really coming into the Everton team. Obviously under Marcel Brands' model of an academy, of a football club, really a lot of onus is placed on the academy in bringing young players up, and it seems that Baines is there to coach these young players and to bring them through, make sure they're looked after coming through the football club, and they know how special Everton is, they know about the club and stuff like that. So it's a nice little role for him to have. So that's the main news today. Apart from that, Fabrizio Romano, a man who's talked quite a lot about Everton in the last few months, he's come out and said last night that Juventus want Moise Kean on loan as a backup, but Everton aren't interested in letting him go. So some people think that Moise Kean would benefit from going out on loan, I suppose, getting some playing time. He didn't have too much of last year, but I do think he's much needed, really, back up to Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think our strike force is pretty much sorted there, so to get rid of Kean would be to thin our resources quite considerably. Apart from that, squad numbers have been announced this season, so the notable ones are John Joe Kenny moving to number 2. So it looks like Kenny will be given a chance next season to nail down that right back spot after a successful loan spell at Schalke, and to proper have a go in the first team and see if he can solidify his place in that starting 11. It looks like, anyway, judging by the squad numbers. I know that's not confirmed, but that's what's indicated. Niels Nkunku is number 18, which is interesting considering he was brought in to just go straight into the under-23s, and that was made public by the club at the start of him at his arrival, really. And he's been given the number 18 after a couple of impressive showings against Blackpool and Preston North End in our pre-season fixtures. So is that an indication that he could be the backup left back for Luca Dean? I think the club were banking on Baines to stay, and for him to be the backup for Dean, and then maybe Nkunku come in after that. But he's been promoted straight to the first team, and it seems he's been given a pretty good squad number. So whether he will be that backup left back and we don't need to dip into the market for another one, he's likely now, to be honest. And Anthony Gordon swapped number 42 for number 24, swapped his numbers around to bring his number down. His significance to the squad is going to be quite considerably more than it was certainly at the start of last season, shown by his involvements after lockdown. Other numbers are 28, Sandro Ramirez, 29, Yannick Bolasie, and number 30, Mo Bezic. So they've just been I think they're token squad numbers, really. I don't think Sandro or Bezic will be involved. Bolasie wants to be involved. He's put it on his social media. I knew Everton's number 29 and that, but he might be given a chance, but the club are actively looking to sell him. That's what we understand anyway from several reports. Apart from that, Diego Rueda, who is a Colombian journalist, we're getting a lot of South American attention at the moment. Obviously, having signed the likes of Alan, James Rodriguez, and the marketing Everton's done for that has been fantastic. The numbers we've reached, and so yeah, a Colombian journalist has come out and said Everton will make an offer to Atletico Madrid in the next few hours for right back Santiago Arias. I don't know how he'd know that Everton will make an offer in the next few hours, to be honest, but there's hype around that move anyway. There's a lot more talk around that move, really. That's been one in the offing. But with Kenny being moved to number 2, Alan Myers said on Twitter before that he doesn't think that Everton will be in for a right back anymore. He thinks Kenny will be given that chance, and Seamus Coleman will be potentially the backup, or the other way around potentially. But yeah, that's Colombian news. I'm sure if we were to bring Arias in, it would be a similar move than when we brought in Sidibe last season for a bit of experienced cover for Coleman. And it might be a similar move, and it would be a good marketing move, obviously, but we've already smashed it with the marketing anyway. So apart from that, some sad news to end on. I'd like to end it with some happier news. I'll try and find some for you. But Mason Holgate could be out injured for up to 6 weeks with the toe injury he picked up against Preston. Now, 6 weeks, you can take it either way. He left the stadium on crutches, so 6 weeks out isn't too bad if it's going to be, if he like, it did look really bad when he left on crutches, but a toe injury, they can't be too bad unless it's a really bad break of some sort. But yeah, 6 weeks without Mason Holgate is going to be difficult. We know we've got Yerry Mina and Michael Kean, Branthwaite's come into the first team picture as well. But obviously, Holgate is probably our best out of those options, and to have him sidelined isn't ideal. But yeah, that's the news, and I can't really find anything more positive to end on, to be honest. So we'll end it at that. But yeah, that's the main news coming out of Everton Football Club today. So let us know what you think of the rumours and of Baines' new role as well. Are you happy to see Baines back at the club in that role? Or what did you think his role was going to be? Did you think it was going to be more exciting, as Barrett Baxendale said so, or are you content? And let us know what you think in the comments. And yeah, join us next time on the Toffee Blues. Thanks for watching.